Welcome back to the motherfucking session. Today we are on stage 19. Let me get that back. Thank you, sir. We are on stage 19 of the pre-sale. And let me tell you, we got about 3 days and 14 hours or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. So, after today, 3 days. So when we get to Saturday, we should be on stage 20, and when we get to stage 20, the final countdown will begin because there's only 20 stages in the pre-sale, and we will just be about at the conclusion. So we'll get the final countdown to when the token is live, and once we go live, there's really no more talking. There's really nothing left to say. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, there's still going to be plenty of things to talk about, obviously. But just the fact that, that we're live, you're going to be able to start seeing some results. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to find a spot I could set this motherfucker up. There we go. Once the token's live, we'll be able to start seeing some results. You know what I'm saying? Whether it goes live and token gets to 30 cents, 40 cents, something like that. So, phone's being retarded today, doesn't want to, there we go, goddamn, doesn't want to just sit still. But, 40 cents, just off of rewards, we could pull out a smooth $80,000. And, that'd be solid, you know what I'm saying? That'd be solid. 45 cents. Now we're talking about, same amount of rewards that I would use to pull out 90,000. You know what I'm saying? $200,000 worth of rewards, or $200,000 worth of, or 200,000 tokens worth of rewards, at 45 cents. You know what I'm saying? Will get you 90,000. And I'm super excited for this pre-sale because of what, the amount of tokens we're blessed with, and the fact that, we can pull profits, not even from the tokens we invested in, just off of, the rewards we got from staking our tokens, letting our tokens go to work for us, and, being able to receive the benefits from our passive income. So, that's what I'm excited about. And then to stake for a full year, we're just going to continue to get benefits. And, throughout a whole year of the token being live, wherever the price may be able to get to, you know what I'm saying, we'll be able to have tokens to, take profits from. So, yeah, this is a very strategic project when you set it up the correct way. You know what I'm saying? You can have things set up to where, it's just going to continuously pour in at this point, to the point where you don't even have to invest any more in. You're just going to be receiving benefits, basically. And, if you weren't able to get in, hey, we're on stage 19 now. We're about to be in stage 20 this weekend, so there's not really too much left to say. You know what I'm saying? If you didn't get in, we'll see you when the token's live. But we're excited because great things are about to happen. Like I said, this is a revolutionary project. This isn't a get quick rich scheme. This isn't a fucking meme coin. It's nothing like that at all. This is a real world asset, a real utility token. And, we got real world projects that we are invested in. And, oh shit, I left my soda. we got real world projects that we're invested in, and you know, crazy things are going to be happening within the next, year, year and a half. We'll be able to take profits this month. You know what I'm saying? Anything 30 cents and up, you know what I'm saying, we'll sell. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to think, what if you sell at 30 cents and then, 2 days go by and this shit jumps up to like 89 cents, 90 cents, and you have sold at 30. So it's like, you definitely got to be, bro, you gotta lock in, because selling at 30 cents versus selling at like 80 cents or 90 cents is a huge fucking difference in money. A fuck ton amount of a difference. And it's a crazy difference too. Like selling at, at 90 cents, 200,000 tokens at 90 cents, you know what I'm saying? You can bring home $180,000 versus selling at 30 cents and, you sell at 30 cents, 200,000 tokens, you're liable to get, $15,000, Where the fuck did my lighter go? Selling at, or 30,000, or selling at, selling at 30 cents, 200,000 tokens, you know what I'm saying? We're looking at 60,000 USD. You know what I'm saying? If I sold 100,000 tokens at 30 cents, we're looking at 30,000. And so I mean, price-wise, 30 cents, just selling 100,000 tokens, you know what I'm saying? You can pull out 30 racks, 200,000 tokens, 60,000. That's why I said if it's like at 40 cents, even 50 cents, 200,000 tokens, you can get 100K back. If it was at 90, you know what I'm saying, and you sell 200,000 tokens, you can make that 180,000. That's, $180,000 versus, at 30 cents, $60,000 for selling 200,000 tokens. It's a big fucking difference, but you don't want the token to get to 30 cents and then drop back down to like 5 cents. That'll hurt your heart, you know what I'm saying? That will hurt your heart. But you never know what the token's gonna do once it's actually officially live. That's why the first 36 hours of launch is crucial to just, stare at the fucking charts, just stare at it. Now you may feel differently, especially if you buy in once the, token actually launches, and you buy in and you're like, all right, well, we'll just chill for a while, I mean, I get it, because, you haven't been locked in every single day of the pre-sale. But it's important to, just lock in, though, because if you do have, if you got over 6 figures worth of tokens, you got a real opportunity to make some bread, put it like that, because one token will be worth over $1. You know, multiple blog postings said this year in 2025, but you know, maybe by 2026. But if you're able to hold, you know, and maybe you don't, and if you have over 6 figures of tokens that's staked, you know, and you got 6 figures in rewards, you know, you're chilling, bro, because at launch, you know what I'm saying? If you need to take some profits, you can take them profits from the rewards and then, you know, just stake for a whole year. Stake your, you know, your tokens for over a whole year and you'll get back more than, you know, you'll have over 6 figures again in rewards. And if price does go up, you know, like 2026, like over $1, you're gonna, you know, have a healthy ass return just off the rewards once again. You know, you can continue to keep what you have staked or, you know, hold it, move it, whatever you want to do with it, you know. But we know they're going to have this staking mechanism for a whole year. So, you know, we got opportunity to get a lot of rewards. And that's what I'm really excited about as well, too, you know. The fact that we can, you know, have passive income and, you know, do what we need to do, you know what I'm saying? Use these profits to get ahead and not, you know, not for no setbacks or no, you know, bunch of miscellaneous purchases or a bunch of, you know, stupid shit, you know. Take these profits and lock in. Like I said, I just want to get the crib, you know. I want to get my setup, you know what I'm saying? I want to have a nice little gaming room and, you know, I'm going to lock in for GTA, GTA 6. We made a lot of content for GTA 5, but like, we're just gonna switch it up for GTA 6. Most likely we'll probably make like a completely new gamer tag and like, you know, profile name or whatever. Cause my GTA character, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be streaming a lot. I'm gonna be streaming a lot of GTA content. And you know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna do it up with my character and lock in on the GTA. And you know what I'm saying? If you got, you know, investments and you got passive income coming in, you got this and that coming in, you don't really have to stress or like, you know what I'm saying, worry about other things. So it's like, that's why this crypto shit is important, bro. Like, you can use it to your advantage, you know what I'm saying? Because you're not gonna get rich off the 9 to 5. There's just, you know, you say like you're not saving your money, you're putting it in a bank account. Like, you can literally be allowing your money to work for you 24/7 if you have it in USD and you're staking, you know, earning 4.5%, or, you know, a vehicle like Bitcoin Lithium right now, where the numbers are outstanding for the staking. Like, you could be earning interest on your money, but like, you know, if you're not, you then it's like, what are we really doing? But yeah, once we get to this Saturday, we will literally have the official countdown to when the token will be live. Token will be live. You know, you'll see it. You'll see it in your actual crypto wallets. You know what I'm saying? You'll have that balance. You know what I'm saying? You'll have that new balance of what your shit will be. And it'll be exciting. And if you purchased it on multiple networks like Base, Ethereum, Binance, you know what I'm saying? You'll have each of those and, you know what I'm saying, on each network, and it'll all be in your wallet address. So, you know, it's time to lock in. It's time to lock in because time is ticking. Time is ticking. We're about to be live. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody, you know, not everybody's going to understand or know what's going on, because if you're not even in the crypto space, how the fuck can you understand what's going on with this Bitcoin lithium shit? Like, probably sounds alien hearing somebody talk about some shit like this, but it's like, we know what's at stake, you know, we know what's about to happen, because we already got a fuck ton of, you know, tokens. You know what I'm saying? Even at, you know what I'm saying, even at 15 cents, you know, we could still pull out 30 bands off of $200,000 or 200,000 tokens. Just off the rewards, though, you know what I'm saying? Not even what we purchased. So it's like, you know, even what we purchased personally wasn't even that much. We just got blessed with so many free incentives. You know, that's why we have, you know, over 6 figures worth of tokens. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, once this bad boy is live, you know, let the games begin, you know what I'm saying? And then the Bitcoin convention is literally happening May 27th through May 29th. And we'll be in Vegas too during the convention as well, because we'll be in Vegas May 28th. So we'll be, you know, we'll be around when the convention's going on, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to, you know, the Bitcoin convention. It's just gonna be lit. Yeah, it's gonna be lit, and you know, hopefully y'all just lock in, because what's about to happen is about to go crazy. Like, the crypto space in general is about to do crazy numbers this summer. Still so many people in the world that are just not tapped in with crypto. You know, you got people, a bunch of people that's still so misinformed. They think crypto is some type of scam or something. Like, oh, Bitcoin sounds fishy. Like, what? Like, I'm not here to convince anyone. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like to make money, that's okay. If you don't like to make money online, it is what it is. That's okay. It doesn't bother me. It is what it is, you know what I'm saying? Like, you want to be able to retire healthily, and do you have a 401k? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because that's going up against the stock market, but with the 401k, there's ups and downs, you know what I'm saying? Like, your portfolio may be looking good one day, but you could lose it all just like that. And not the fact that you're hit with a bunch of hidden fees. You got, you know, like 3 different types of taxes your shit's got to go through. And if you're trying to pull money out before age 65, you know, you're going to get hit with a couple different penalties. And the 401k, they just don't tell you that, you know what I'm saying? They're taxing your shit. You're getting hit with penalties. You know, it's heavily regulated, you know what I'm saying? You don't necessarily even own your shit, you know what I'm saying? If anything, you get into any type of legal trouble, or, you know what I'm saying, you owe money somewhere within the government, your city, town council, they can just take your shit like that, you know what I'm saying? It's not a secure, you know, vehicle for retirement. And if you lose your job, let's say, you know what I'm saying, you just got your 401k through your job, you know, you lose your job, now what are you gonna do? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta do a bunch of paperwork to try to, you know, make sure your 401k gets transferred to you, and you gotta do this and that, and it's just not worth it. Like, put your money in USD and earn interest on it. You know, there is no ups and downs. It's a stable coin, and you're gonna earn interest when you stake. So that is the number one vehicle you should be putting your money in, you know. Not a savings account. Like, the only bank account you should have is a checking account, and you know, that's just to pay your bills. You know what I'm saying? If you want your direct deposit to hit in your checking account, okay, that's understandable. Boom, let that hit there, pay your bills, you know what I'm saying? And then move your shit to USD, you know what I'm saying? Move what you need to move to USD and let it stake, you know what I'm saying? Earn the interest on your money. You know, best believe, you know, when we get these returns from Bitcoin Lithium, we're gonna be putting, you know, good portions in USD, and you know, just let it stake. You know what I'm saying? Just let it stake. You don't need to fucking, oh, let me try to do this and make it flip here, or make this play and start taking a bunch of L's. You know, like, you don't have to do that. Like, you know, get you a bag and just put it in USD, let it stake. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just makes sense, bro. It's like, are you gonna walk to school, or are you gonna take the bus and get there a lot faster? Like, it's basically like, do you want to drive 10 hours, or do you want to hop in the flight and get there in 2? You know, so it's really just about, you know, getting in the right vehicle and letting your money, you know, stretch out and, you know, show you what the possibilities really are. You know what I'm saying? Some people wonder how certain people are like, oh, how can they afford a house like this? And, you know, how can they have this car and do these things? You know, some people just make smart investments. No extra special talent, you know what I'm saying? No extra, you know, grit, grind. It's not like they just worked super harder than you know what I'm saying? Not really necessarily about their upbringing. They just made the right investments. And sometimes people like to say, oh, well, it's because they knew about it, and it's who you know, it's your environment. You can make an investment in any type of environment. A lot of times you hear the same information that they're hearing, but you let it go in one ear and out the other. You don't pay no attention to it. Somebody may have told you some good information to invest in, and you was just like, yeah, all right, nigga. And you know what I'm saying? You continued on about your day. The information was damn near given to you, you know what I'm saying? But you didn't want to accept it. And if you are really, you know, tired of your situation and you really want better, it's nothing to do some research. It's not like cryptocurrency is some secret society, you know. It's being promoted every day to the public, you know what I'm saying? So it's either you get in or you don't. Like, it's not really on nobody but yourself. But we're in stage 19 of this pre-sale. And by Saturday, we'll be on stage 20, final stage. And, you know what I'm saying, just buckle up for safety.